This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Kia ora, good evening, I'm Melissa Barton. The Highlanders rugby team have paid tribute to the lives lost in last week's Christchurch terror attacks. The squad will miss tonight's vigil as they fly to Auckland for tomorrow's Super Rugby match against the Blues, but took some time earlier today to show their support to the local Muslim community.
An emotional gathering outside Dunedin's mosque today. Members of the Highlanders rugby team embracing local Muslims, a show of solidarity with the community in the wake of last week's atrocities.
Our boys won't be able to be at the vigil this evening because we're travelling obviously, so this was a perfect time and an opportunity for us.
Clark and head coach Aaron Major placed a wreath at the entrance of the mosque. There was silence to remember the victims and the presentation of a Highlanders jersey with a special message.
In loving memory of the lives lost at the Masjid Al-Nur Mosque, Linwood Islamic Centre, 15th March 2019, you are us.
The local Muslim community overwhelmed with the support they're receiving.
Thank you, and we really appreciate it. We just don't have enough words to thank and show our appreciation as well, but we really do appreciate it.
The Highlanders' appearance at the mosque today impressing the younger generation as well.
But I just think that they got extra players because I don't think that that's only one team. That looked like it's like about 5 teams or something.
Just the one out in force doing their bit to help bridge a social divide in Dunedin, the south today.
Police have named the man who died in a crash near Palmerston early yesterday. He was 49-year-old Muhammad Almi. The death is a further tragedy for the South Otago Muslim community. Almi was travelling from helping relatives affected by the Christchurch terror attacks. Police report he died after a single vehicle crash on State Highway 1 near Palmerston about 3 a.m. yesterday. They say he was the sole occupant of the vehicle and died at the scene after his car came to rest in a ditch. World Hijab Day is traditionally held on February the 1st, but an event was held today following the tragedy in Christchurch. The Muslim Students Association at the University of Otago hosted a Hijab Day, encouraging non-Muslim women to wear the religion's traditional headscarf.
Waiting to wear a hijab. By 11 a.m, the Muslim Students Association had run out of headscarves needed for non-Muslim women to take part in Hijab Day, an event which was organised following the tragedies in Christchurch for people to show solidarity with the Muslim community. Otago University Public Health student Sophie Barham was among many southern women who chose to wear the Muslim woman's hijab.
School children and uni students who wear hijabs are scared to leave their house because of how they might be seen and the discrimination that they may face. So I think this is a really good way to normalise wearing a hijab and to show our support and solidarity.
Adiba Khan says regrettably she wasn't surprised by the events of last Friday in Christchurch.
One thing that I can't say is that I'm shocked that it happened, because all of us at some point in our lives we've faced discrimination, whether it be casual or to our face because we wear a hijab in New Zealand.
Shakiba and Adiba say there are a handful of reasons why Muslim women wear the hijab.
And hijabs are a sign of,
well, hijab's the reason why we wear it. It's first of all just to, protect ourselves, basically. That's one of the main reasons why we wear it. And also it's to prevent the opposite sex, which are the males, to not think badly.
It's to be modest.
Yes.
In Islam, modesty is such a big thing.
Sophie Barham says she was initially uncomfortable about wearing the faith-based headgear from a culture that isn't her own.
I was a bit nervous about it at first, about it being culturally inappropriate, cultural appropriation and stuff. But I think after talking to Adiba, you can see that it's done by the Muslim Association. It's about showing solidarity.
Adiba Khan says people coming together like this shows we're all one nation, we're all one people, and we're all human. In Dunedin, the South Today.
And the Waitaki District Council has asked women in the district to wear headscarves tomorrow as a gesture of support for the Waitaki Muslim community. Council Communications Specialist Lisa Scott says the council has taken part in a meeting with a member of the North Otago Muslim community who raised the idea. A similar event in Christchurch has the blessing of the Islamic Women's Council of New Zealand and the New Zealand Muslim Association. The Dunedin Peace Pole was the scene of a small gathering today as the city continues to try and make sense of last week's terror attacks. People of all different faiths gathered at the site to remember the victims and help preach a message of tolerance.
People of all different backgrounds coming together at Dunedin's Peace Pole today, showing their support for the victims of last week's terror attack in Christchurch. Organiser Paul Gurley says the message is simple.
Let's live together in harmony, let's acknowledge our diversity and celebrate a very, very unique, inclusive culture.
The event was organised by the Dunedin Multi-Ethnic Council and attended by people from all walks of life.
The people may not be large in numbers here, but throughout the city, throughout the country, wherever we go at the moment, we see people now engaging in conversation, asking, how are we doing?
He says today's message was about tolerance.
And when we're hearing those keynote words, whether it's in swearing or being sexist, racist, picking on somebody out of their sexuality, whatever, we're actually just saying gently to them. And we don't just gently to them, enough.
And while a much larger gathering is scheduled to take place at Forsyth Bar Stadium tonight, Gurley says the message is the same in Dunedin, the South today.
Still to come on the South today, it's the end of an era for the Maritime Union officers at Port Chalmers, and Dunedin prepares to deliver a strong message of peace and solidarity tonight.
Dunedin Beds R Us are having a stock clearance sale during the month of February. Up to 50% off New Zealand made Sleepyhead beds. Come see Ricky and the team at 505 Princess Street next to Armstrong Prestige. Plenty of parking.
Step into Ross Cafe, located at Ross Home in North East Valley. We have a great range of hot and cold food, friendly service and a warm atmosphere that you are sure to enjoy. We look forward to serving you soon at Ross Cafe.
Every Kiwi deserves a reliable garage door. Rely on Garador to protect your important stuff. Just like Darren, his Garador keeps his favourite ride in mint condition. We have a huge range at affordable prices. Visit our website for a free consultation. We stand behind every door.
Don't suffer in silence. Call Sunny Chin, Chi Master Body Technician for structural, muscular, emotional bodywork. Phone 03 4250 606 for all your pain relief.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
When it's time to say goodbye to your pet, Heaven Sent Pet Cremations are here to help you through this difficult experience. Call Heaven Sent Pet Cremations today for their care and guidance. Phone 489-2274.
Green Island Medical Centre have 2 late night clinics. We are now open on a Tuesday and Thursday night until 7 p.m. with doctor and nurse appointments available. Phone us on 488 2754 to make a booking or to find out more information.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
tune in to Eastern Light Filmworks every week.
Welcome back. A strong message of peace and solidarity is set to be delivered in Dunedin tonight. Thousands of people are expected to gather at Forsyth Bar Stadium in a public display of caring and inclusiveness as a response to the Christchurch terror attacks. The event has been organised by the Dunedin City Council and the Otago University Amnesty International Group. The vigil will start at 7 p.m. and people will be able to enter the stadium from 6 p.m. The Maritime Union has been evicted from its Port Chalmers offices as Port Otago prepares to demolish the 1946 building. A few past and present union members met across the road recently, remembering bitter battles and better times.
Reminiscing about the good old days. Workers on site at the 1946 brick waterfront building in Port Chalmers, a building marked for demolition. Maritime Union President Phil Adams says Port Otago's reasons for kicking the union out of the 73-year-old brick building aren't genuine.
We've never seen any obvious reasons for that, and we haven't even been given a cost of what it would cost. And the CEO of Port Otago has been asked in the media in regard to the cost. He hasn't come up with it. We've asked, he hasn't come up with it. So we just wonder what is the agenda behind it.
Adams says it's extremely disappointing and there's a lot of ill feeling around the town about what's going to happen to the place. He believes it's just another attempt to break up the union. Lawrence Lumpy Scorgie spent most of his working life on the wharves, where he remembers fighting for workers' rights in that building.
I remember one day I was the delegate and we had a bit of a row with the guy, and I said, well, hang on, I'll take all the men off the wharf and everywhere and take them to the union room, we'll have a yarn. Then the manager gave us what we wanted.
A statement from Port Otago says the asbestos-contaminated building is unsafe and preliminary work for its clearance has already begun. Repeated attempts to contact them went unanswered, but Otago Regional Council Chairman Stephen Woodhead says the building is not fit for purpose.
So the building is unsafe, has a very, very low earthquake standard, and it's got an issue with asbestos in the roof. And it's also required, the space that it occupies is required for port operational space longer term.
Woodhead believes Port Otago has been communicating well with the Maritime Union and has even helped members find somewhere to meet.
Port Otago has been actively working with the union to assist them look after some of their history, and I understand they're happy to assist them get it placed in the Port Chalmers Museum, and have even made an offer around other venues that are available for them to meet in the future.
Union members spoken with say they're unaware of much help from either Port Otago or the Regional Council, and are concerned their former base will become just another relic of years gone by. In Dunedin, the South Today.
After the break on the South Today, it's business as usual for the Highlanders as they take on the Blues at Eden Park tomorrow night. And we have tomorrow's weather for you, so stay with us.
Green Highland Medical Centre, we are committed in caring for our future and present generations. We know as a young person, coming to the doctors can be quite daunting. Our highly skilled doctors and nurses will make your experience one where you will leave with a smile. Your health is very important to us.
When it's time to say goodbye to your pet, Heaven Sent Pet Cremations are here to help you through this difficult experience. Call Heaven Sent Pet Cremations today for their care and guidance. Phone 489-2274.
Every Kiwi deserves a reliable garage door. Rely on Garrador to protect your important stuff. Just like Darren. His Garrador keeps his favourite ride in mint condition. We have a huge range at affordable prices. Visit our website for a free consultation. We stand behind every door.
Dunedin Beds R Us are having a stock clearance sale during the month of February, up to 50% off New Zealand made sleepyhead beds. Come see Ricky and the team at 505 Princess Street next to Armstrong Prestige. Plenty of parking.
Most of us have spots on our skin. That's quite normal. Finding skin cancer as early as possible is key to successful treatment. Book in for a free check of 1 to 2 moles or a comprehensive full body check with the Mole Doctor in Waverley.
Oh, help! Don't suffer in silence. Call Sunny Chin, Chi Master Body Technician for structural, muscular, emotional bodywork. Phone 03 4250 606 for all your pain relief.
Step into Shop on Carroll and discover a shop full of treasures. We have a fantastic range of vintage and retro clothes, upmarket clothing labels, collectible items, beautiful jewellery, quality linen and the best range of vintage haberdashery.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole Map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
Step into Op Shop on St Andrew and discover a place with plenty of bargains for yourself, your friends and the whole family. We have new items arriving every day. Visit us for a fabulous range of economy and upmarket clothing, accessories, books, shoes and more. Shop with us and support your community.
Thanks for staying with us. A lot more energy in the legs, but otherwise business as usual. That's how the Highlanders are approaching tomorrow night's game against the Blues at Eden Park.
There's 6 changes in the Highlanders starting lineup from the side which would have taken the field last Saturday against the Crusaders. The match cancelled and the points shared in the wake of the Christchurch terror attacks.
I've just focused on the things that we can control in here, and it's first and foremost in the community, showing our support, and in terms of preparing for the game, it's been business as usual.
Experienced first 5 Marty Banks gets his first start of the season. Thomas Umanga Jensen and Tavita Lee also come into the backline. Well, up front, Tom Franklin and Puddy Parkinson are both back from concussion. Dylan Hunt gets the nod at 7. It may have been tempting to alter things further after the unexpected week off, but Major says they're sticking to their original plans.
No, we've stuck with the original plan, so we meet prior to the upcoming game around the following week and put those plans in place and look at selection, and we feel this 23 was the 23 we wanted to take for this game and how we want to play our game on Friday night.
The Blues have named a dynamic team, possessing threats out wide and an all-black-laden bench. Major says coach Leon McDonald has got them looking more organised than previous seasons.
A guy that I played a lot of rugby with, and probably one of the smartest rugby brains that I know, so you can see what he's trying to do with that side, and they've done a good job so far.
The team left for Auckland today, so we'll miss the citywide vigil for the Christchurch shooting victims, but they showed their support for the Muslim and Dunedin communities by visiting the local mosque earlier today in Dunedin, the south today.
And now a look at what's happening in tomorrow's ODT. Welcome, Barry Stewart. What have you got for us in tomorrow's paper?
Hello, Melissa. Well, another busy day of news around the traps, as you can imagine. The Dunedin vigil for the victims of the Christchurch shooting, of course, will be held tonight. this evening at the Dunedin Stadium. So we'll be out at that and expect extensive coverage of that in the ODT tomorrow. Big news story from government today. Military-style semi-automatics and assault rifles have been banned in New Zealand under new gun laws announced today. So Police Commissioner has said police will be doing everything possible to make gun holders to help transition and make gun holders bring in those weapons. And according to the Police Commissioner, there's 250,000 firearm owners in New Zealand. So that's going to be a massive exercise. That's the big news story of the day, really.
That's not a small undertaking.
No, exactly right.
Yeah.
Exactly right. We have more stories about victim support and what people are doing to acknowledge the Muslim community in Dunedin and further afield. Hundreds of women donned headscarves today at the university as a show of support for the Muslim community. So we have a range of those sorts of stories. Big sports lift out to change of pace. Big sports lift out in the paper tomorrow, and we talk a lot of things rugby, including an interview with Marty Banks, who will be at first five for the Highlanders against the Blues tomorrow night. So we have a chat to him. The Otago Rugby Football Union made a profit of $100,000 after a tough year, but also they won the Ranfurly Shield, so that's a bonus.
Definitely.
So some good news there, but we also have the Club Rugby Special, and we cover South Otago, North Otago, Southland, Dunedin, Central Otago, so there's lots of rugby action in the sports lift out tomorrow.
Wonderful. And who are you backing for tomorrow night's game?
Goes without saying, doesn't it?
It does.
The
Go the Highlanders.
Yes.
Lovely. Thanks for that. And now it's time for a look at tomorrow's weather.
Tonight's weather proudly brought to you by Mole Map.
Beginning with the southern view taken on the rail footbridge near Dunedin's railway station. Looking at the situation, warm tomorrow and Saturday as northerly airflow starts to increase with high clouds streaming off a trough of low pressure in the Tasman Sea. Starting off at the northwest of the South Island, Greymouth and Westport can expect a cloudy day with 22-degree highs. Across to the northeast, Nelson and Blenheim are set for cloudy skies and a top temperature of 23 degrees. In Canterbury, you can expect a cloudy day with 21 degrees for Kaikoura and Christchurch, with a high of 23 for Ashburton. In the southern towns, moderate northerly sprinkled with some cloud. The Catlins and Balclutha head for 23, while Lumsden and Gore are looking at highs of 24 degrees with some cloud also. Heading westwards to the Central Lakes, Wanaka and Alexandra, you are looking at light winds with some cloud and highs of 27. While Queenstown should get to 25 and Tiana, you can expect some cloud and a high of 21 degrees. To the northern towns, Timaru and Oamaru are in for moderate northeasterly, some cloud, and both are looking at 22-degree highs. Twizel and Amarama, you can expect light winds, some cloud. Twizel heads for 27, and Amarama again a toasty warm high of 28. In Dunedin, cloudy tonight with light winds and an overnight low of 14. Tomorrow mostly cloudy with extensive low cloud morning and night. Some sunny periods in the afternoon with moderate northeasterly winds. Heading for a high of 22 degrees and an overnight low of 15. And it's warmer on Saturday with sunny periods and high cloud with moderate to fresh northerly winds with light northerlies as well. Looking at a high of 24 and a low of 15 degrees. In Invercargill, fine with some cloud tonight with an overnight low of 12 degrees. Skies are often going to be covered with high cloud, aiming for a high of 25 and a low of 14. High cloud increases on Saturday with scattered rain developing late in the day, looking at a high of 24 degrees and a low of 14. And that's our news for this Thursday. For the latest news from the Southern region, head online to odt.co.nz and follow Channel 39 on Facebook and YouTube. Thanks for joining us. Have a great evening. Ka kite anō.
This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.